I'm glad, Honorable Chair, that we, the representatives of these oppressed female class, have the last say in the debate today, because that is how it should be for all women in these states. As has been mentioned over and over again, these women live in horrendous states with little or no basic rights and absolutely no chance at a better future. The nation, the state, the government has completely failed them. As such, if they are in such conditions, these women should have the right to have the last say in whatever matter concerns them. They should have the right to opt out, which in this case would be to enlist as a mail order bride. Why is mail order brides a better alternative to their nation? For one, it allows them to have a chance at a better future. And for two, they are migrating to a developed nation, and as such, they will be in such conditions. The opposition party has also come up and talked frequently, over and over again, about how the government would suddenly decide to do good to these women and suddenly find alternatives that would make their conditions better to live in and provide them with a future, which we believe is an absolutely absurd and unrealistic idea, and we will tell you why. A, they have not done so in the near future. They have not done so for quite a while now, and hence they have a very poor track record for any form of validity. And B, most of these governments are a hierarchical nightmare, and as such, it would take them years, months, years to implement a specific law, as can be seen in the cases of Brazil, or Kenya, or Zimbabwe, or even Bangladesh to a certain extent. Even if we are to consider that they will improvise some form of law to help these women, these laws will never last long enough to be, or will be implemented with a strong hand, and as such, the government cannot provide them with a better alternative at a much more shorter period of time. Throughout our entire debate, we have shown you how the government have shown you how our entire stance on this argument, on this debate, furthers women's rights and supports the fundamental tenets of women's rights, because one of the key basic principles of feminist movement is the freedom to choose one's own fate, which in this case we are allowing them to do so. We have also shown you how this can act as a necessary evil, and that the government will notice that a large portion of the female population is opting to go elsewhere, and that this sends a bad message, a negative image towards the international community, and as such will and may eventually spur them into action, and may eventually help to improve them. The government has also, the opposition here has also come up and talked about. The opposition has also come up and talked about how the industry cannot survive because of the different barriers present between the man and the woman involved, about how they are culturally different, and how they can never truly adapt with each other. We have shown you how these men choose to go into this entire experience knowingly, and then they make an informed choice, and as such they will implement it in such a way. And thus, throughout this entire debate, we have shown you how, and for these women, enlisting as a mail order bride is a better alternative than to reside in a state which provides them with no opportunities and no rights at all. And as such, we, the government, are proud to propose.